What up, team? It's Wednesday the 9th of July and we're about to go through some charts, and also I'm just going to give a quick breakdown on the setup that we actually ended up taking on yesterday's live trading session with the team, which was a 1:3 risk reward ratio. We saw no drawdown at all on this specific setup, and I actually emphasized on why I don't get extra confirmations from other people and why I don't actually rely on other sources of information, like from other people, other traders, because that ends up affecting my setups and what I think about my strategy and my trading style, essentially giving me doubts, which is something that I hate. I actually like to be confident in my trading setup. I actually like to be confident in myself. I like to be confident in my execution and how I approach the market. So first things first, let us add EU, which is the pair that we were actually trading yesterday during the live session. EU, let me actually make this, perhaps, let me make this, I don't know if you guys like white, but it's fine, yeah, white should be fine. We can see that EU was coming from all the way down here. Let me just check, purple, black, okay. All right, I think this is a bit more visible, right? And I'm gonna get rid also of the EMAs. I'll also get rid of the EMA so that the charts and the price can be a bit more clear. So essentially, I'm just gonna be telling you guys what exactly was the confirmation for this specific setup, so that when you guys actually approach the market on your own, you may be able to also, essentially, it's quite simple. Honestly, it gets simple with time, because with time you actually develop the skill necessary to actually see, and you start to recognize these patterns as well with time. So okay, as I was mentioning, we have our W formation over here, which is our peak formation low, and from this point we know that we are expecting 2 to 3 days of rise, and or like 3 levels of rise, right? Which can happen sometimes in 3 days, sometimes in 2 days and a half, sometimes in 5 days, depending. Sometimes they even decide to extend the levels depending on if their criteria or if they've actually met whatever it targets that they have. So our job is not to predict 100%. We just have to react to what price shows us, and obviously there is no strategy that will allow you to predict this 100%. There's always a chance of you getting wrecked. There's always a chance of price going against you. So it's always important to remember that, and by remember that, it actually can be helpful when it comes to you adhering to risk management, because once you get so confident on your trading setup, you might end up forgetting that, okay, this is a game of probabilities, right? So there's always a chance that price might go against you, and you might end up over leveraging your account, which is something that most of other forex traders out there put out there. Like, you can make 100% on a daily basis, you can make like 200% of your account on a daily basis, but in the long term, this can be something that is not realistic, actually. I'm not here to put any doubt on you, but I'm just sharing my personal opinion, because personally, I'm looking at it from a long-term perspective, right? The goal is for you to grow your capital, and grow your capital as much as you can, so that you can actually be able to take 1, 2, 3 trades, and out of these 1, 2 trades, you can actually be able to make a living or a decent amount out of it, right? So yeah, we had our peak information low, we had our level 1 rise, we had our level 2, and essentially we got our level 3 rise. And from this point over here, we can see that from our level 3, we also aware that we start expecting price to reverse, which was exactly what happened. We had our level 3 high, then price started consolidating, and from that consolidation, price reversed. And yesterday on the live, I also mentioned that price might come here, might consolidate or whatever, and then, you know, go down. Maybe if I find the video, I might share it with you guys here, so that you can see some of the insights that I shared on yesterday's live. Get confirmations, or I no longer need to ask anyone else for confirmation, because I know that the way I approach is different from 80-90% of how other people approach. So the moment I go and I ask someone, what do you think about my setup, what do you think about this pair, what do you think about my predictions, they are going to tell me the opposite, because the way I execute and the way I approach, my approach is actually quite different from most of the other people out there. So obviously I do get a lot of advices from some of you guys. I don't take any of that for granted, uh, but I'm not gonna use it because I know and I'm aware that how I approach is different. Obviously, and from that point, that's when we knew that okay, we are now looking for sell opportunities. So when we are now looking for sell opportunities, what is it that we are looking for? We are, when we dive into the 15-minute time frame, we're looking for some sort of stop hand high or whatever. We can see that the red box over here, this one over here, this is the Asian box. So what we know is that most of the time they accumulate price and they accumulate orders during the Asian session, so that when the London Open comes, they might hit the stops with the stop hands and induce traders to take a position on the wrong side segment of the market. So obviously in this specific scenario right here, price was consolidating over here. They induced traders to go high. Obviously all of the other breakout traders, they were now starting to take high positions. They were now starting to go upwards, buys, and just when they thought like boom, 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 three candles actually to the high, they set a pin to the high and they start reversing the price. And that's when, with the confirmation of the EMA as well, the red EMA, soon as price closed over here below the red EMA, that was our entry, our stop, which was slightly above the pin bar, which was above the stop hunt as well, which kept us safe. Sometimes they go back a little bit until this point and continue to the down. Sometimes, you know, like in this scenario, we didn't see any drawdown. Price went straight ahead in profit, hitting our TP1. Then it went ahead in profit, hit our TP2, and essentially hitting our TP3, which is what somewhere around this point over here. Let me just make this white so that you guys can see clearly. We can see that this is the setup that we actually took. Boom, boom, boom. So essentially on this specific trade, our stop loss was somewhere around, let me see, around 15-16 pips, and our TP was somewhere around 55 pips, which was like 1:3 or more, which is quite good, which is a quite good return. So obviously from then I'm still expecting price to either, let me just make I don't know why I keep changing the two. I don't know, I think I like the red more, but for you guys' sake, so that you can see properly, that's why I'm going to the white one. Okay, so as I was mentioning, we had our drop over here, and right now we at a phase where price has been consolidating. This could be our level 1, and from our level 1, price could just hit the highs and continue to the downside, so that we can go to our level 2. So essentially price could do this, and this over here will be our level 2, and then essentially we'll be looking for our level 3. So it would be something like this, essentially we have our level 1 consolidation. Even yesterday, as I mentioned on the video, I can actually share with you guys as well. Yesterday I did say that price will come in, consolidate, and go to the downside. That's why we ended up taking this sell. And this is just one of the options. Or option number 2 is a reset. A reset is when price is going to the high, like in this scenario, price going to the high, and price gives us like our 3 levels. Like in this scenario, we have level 1, we have level 2, and we have level 3. And from level 3, essentially what they decide to do is they consolidate on level 3, they come back and they choose to reset and continue again level 1, level 2, and level 3 to the high side, which is something that they sometimes do. But for now we are still just looking for the sell setups. But if they change the direction on us, we adapt, which is one of the main things that I love about this strategy, is that we quickly adapt to whatever the market is showing us, and we don't just rely on our emotions and what we think. We adapt. Whatever the market shows us, we react to that. So whether you're going down, we adapt. Whether you're changing and you're going to the upside, we are also going to adapt towards that. So okay guys, for today I wanted to keep this as simple as I could and give you guys a clear explanation as well. Yeah, I hope you guys have been benefiting from some of the information that I've been dropping. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And also a couple updates on my system. It has been performing great. Lots of returns, 20%, 10%, 30%. So some clients have actually managed to make over 80% and double their account, even triple their accounts as well, depending on the type of risk that they chose. But on the lowest risk, you can be making 10%, 15% return on a monthly basis without the need of any knowledge or any of your time as well. You can be earning with the system as well. Obviously, there's still a risk, especially right now with Trump and everything that's going on. Tariffs that is actually about to announce as well. And yeah, but the risk, I made the system in a way that is the risk is low and that you can make a second monthly income passively without any personal time or knowledge. So if you guys still trying to get access to the system, I can give you guys 3 months access, which is something that I've been doing for quite a while right now, as I'm seeking the proper recognition for my system and to build that name for my system as well. So click the link below if you're trying to get a hold of it and reach out. As long as you have the starting capital, minimum starting capital is 500 to 1,000, and the best thing about it is that you don't have to give it to anyone. You just have to fund your own trading account. Then I can walk you through the process of getting the system. So yeah, this is about it. Catch you guys on the next one. Yeah, stay blessed, guys.